She has been the person that has really brought some of my biggest wildly wealthy woman dreams to life. Stephanie Rose,
Oh,
welcome to the
hello,
podcast. The star of the evening. Honestly, tonight would not have even been a fraction of what it is without you.
Oh, thank
And
you.
I just really want to acknowledge you for your talent, your skill, and your care. Because I mean, all of you experienced tonight, Stephanie goes above and beyond to make you feel like the rock star that you are. And
You all
I've
did
worked with a lot
amazing.
of different photographers, and I love everyone for their own reasons, but you are very different, and you are here to help women become iconic,
Yeah,
really.
that's my whole thing. I'm like, the pictures are cool, yeah, but I'm like, I want you to walk away and be like, oh my God, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do this. Like, I'm gonna do everything. Every single goal ever, it's happening. And then you get to look back at the pictures and see that and be like, oh yeah, I really can. Because we all like go to events and like it's exciting. You're like on this little high, and then you're like writing in your journal that night, like, I'm gonna take over the entire world. Heart, gel pens. And then like 2 days later there's like laundry and kids and somebody throws up and you gotta go pick up, all the hockey gear gets like lost and you're like, what am I gonna do? And then that's when you can look back at the pictures and be like, oh, wait, I already was her. I can be her anytime I want. And then when you tap with Jackie, you can actually tap into that. And together, like that's how you actually grow without like going the forward and the back and then the forward and the back. We talk about that all the time because I don't like, I love taking pictures. That's really cool. But like, what I care way more about is that you like come and like see me next year and you're like, I did every single thing on that list. I made so much money. I don't know what to do with all my money. And I'm like, that's what I want.
That's
Like,
the vibe.
that's the vibe. I'm like, pictures cool. Yeah, love them. But like, that's not the goal. The goal is like, every single woman has enough money to like support the political causes she cares about, support the people she cares about. Like, I never have to worry that my family's going to not be safe somewhere because I got money to throw to make sure that we are. Like, that's what I'm after. And so it's a lot more than
Oh,
just
you
pictures.
are just on fire. She's just the best. What was I gonna say? The vision board thing.
Oh, yes.
So you are, because I mean, you can go get photos done. We've all got photos done before.
Yeah.
But really, one of the things that I know you and I came together for was like, what do we do with them? And that's like the intention of this room is like, you are here to build a movement, to help people, to lead, to be the unconventional woman that you are and stand out. And I know you can get a bunch of great photos and videos and be like, these are nice, but then I don't know what to do with them. And so you and I really come together to help you with the inner work because it's like, oh, I have them now. Can I actually put them out? Is my family going to see this?
Right?
Is my,
What are they
like
going to
who's going to see this?
say?
So tapping through that. But then one of the stories that I love that you've told is how you have manifested with photos. And tell us about that. Like instead of having a vision board, what do you do?
Okay, so I'm an amazing manifester.
You are. She really is.
Amazing. Like if you look back at I have a
Everything.
vision book because the board was too, I was like, I'm going too fast through these manifestations. I need like more space. So now I have a big ass book. So basically I went through a huge transformation in my life. I know you can't tell by the way I look right now, but I was like living on a little farm, long brown hair, three little babies, married to a man. And I was like living my little church dream. And then I woke up one day and I was like, oh no,
This isn't it.
I'm gay. What do I do? So I burned it all down. I manifested every single thing I want. My kids are exactly all 2 years apart. I had the little farm. I had the red barn. Like it looked like a storybook because I manifested it all exactly. And then I was like, I don't want any of this. And so I was like, I'm starting again. I'm starting again, but I knew I needed a picture in my head of what I needed because I was like, I hate this. Like, I don't want this, but like, what do I want? So I started like daydreaming and then I started putting it into books. And like, one of the things that like got me through was I was like, it's all going to feel worth it when this moment happens. Like, and one of the things that I actually like dreamt about so often was proposing to my new partner. And I was like, I don't know who she is. I don't know if she exists. But like someday with mountains in the backdrop, I'm going to be like, bust out the biggest shiny ring and be like, you're the fucking one.
Yeah.
And like I would lay in bed at night and like dream that. So I started like compiling these things into a book. I was like, this is who I want to work with. This is what I want to do. I like printed out pictures of like like a beautiful blonde woman who I was like, someday I'm gonna find that girl. I'm like, I printed out like pictures of cities I wanted to work with, people. I printed out your picture from Instagram. I literally every single person that I have creeped on Instagram and printed out their picture and stuck in my book, I've ended up working with. So watch yourselves. I'm gonna
Yep.
put you on the list.
Watch
If you're on
yours.
my list,
You're
you
on
watch
the
it.
list. You're in the
Yeah,
book.
it's happening whether you like it or not.
You're in the book.
And so like that worked, but until I was like, wait a second, I'm not in these pictures. So how is this my life? My brain's not going to understand this. So then I was like, it has to be me in the pictures. So then without having met Jackie yet, but I was like, who would my future self be? And I started dressing up like her. I also like took self-portraits all through my coming out, like from that whole transformation. I just kept taking pictures of myself as I changed, as I like found my style, as like my body changed. I stopped like trying to be thin and like make myself smaller. And I was like, no, I'm going to build muscle because I'm like hot. Right. And like, so all of this transformation, I took my own pictures and I was able to look back. And the days where I was like, what have I done? Like, I had it all. I had everything everybody ever wanted, like everything, the things that people beg for. And I threw it all away. But I was like, well, it has to be worth it because look at this girl. Like, she needs something different. Right.
Release to receive, baby.
I had to release so much. I didn't just release, I then lit it all on fire, and then I lit everybody else's house on fire. It was a big thing. But like truly, and this I might cry, 2 weeks ago, I got down on one knee and I proposed to that girl and she said yes. And you know what? Of all the guilt, I was like, oh no, I'm ruining my ex's life, like he's a nice guy. He didn't sign up for this shit. And like he sent me a message and he was like, I am so fucking happy. Like actually so happy for you. Look at our new family. And we like hang out the six of us all the time. And I'm like, here I am, like she's texting me in the background being like, babe, you're so talented and amazing. And I'm like here with you in like a really cool city. I'm like, all of this happened because I was like, no, it has to be this way. And I'm not just going to imagine it. I'm going to put me in it. I'm going to take the pictures. I'm going to become her. And then every time I feel like, oh, I can't do this, I'm going to look back at the pictures. And then I started tapping with you. And then I was like, boom, let's go. And I'm like, all right, world domination.
Yes.
Like, let's go.
Instant manifestations. Yeah.
And then we were hanging out
Yeah.
in Kelowna and doing pictures like this. And then we were like, more people need this. We need a mastermind. We need a retreat because you can't bottle this. Like you have to be able to experience it. You have to become her. You have to tap through it. You have to dress up like her. You have to act like her. You have to get the pictures. You have to have the proof. And then once you have that, you need that support to be able to
tell the world.
Now we're going to actually message it. Now I'm going to like put it on Instagram. I'm not just going to hide these pictures in my closet. Like we'll do separate pictures for that. Yeah. But like what you have to do is like now the last step of that is showing it to the world. Like I could have gotten all of these things, but whose life would I change if I didn't share this story?
And that was like what I really realized being at that event with you. If you wouldn't have come to that weekend with me, no one would have known about it. Yeah. Well, I would have seen like my little Instagram snapshots, but I was like the power of capturing even just your life and the things that are happening. And like, that's why we create events like this. We can capture you in this moment for your 80-year-old self is going to be like, so glad I went to that thing that day. Cause look how hot I was, And when you came in to the picture, it was just like the missing link. Cause I work with women, I hear their stories, and I watch them heal, and I watch them become this new self. And I would take them through the Wildly Wealthy Woman tapping meditation. I'd be like, who do you see in that meditation? What is she wearing? And a lot of women would say white, or they would say this. And I'm like, go buy that outfit and go do a photo shoot. I kept saying that to everyone. And then you came in, and I'm like, guys, we can just do it all under one house. We can all do it together. And we created what we wished existed. Which for me, it was like, I want to be having fun nights like this, fun weekends like this all of the time with amazing women. And how many times did we hear tonight say, people say like, it's so cool to be with other women getting this done, not just me. Right. And so we're putting together a 6-month experience where we're going to do this again. So we're doing it again in October. And I really think it's going to be big. Like, I think it's going to happen more.
I'm already like, yeah, it's like, we're going to have to plan out the next ones because this is the thing. Like, you're like, well, what do I need? This. You need to see it, believe it, do it on repeat for the rest of your life.
And we need each other.
And we need each other because it's so lonely otherwise.
And you need to be consistent. So that's the other piece of the mastermind is this is a 6 month experience where we're going to come in, do a retreat, capture footage of you for 3 days, and then we're going to over the 6 months show you what to do with that footage. Because that's what the problem I had. I'd go to events where I'd create content and then I didn't know what to do with it. And so every week we're going to be creating content with you and tapping every week. Yeah. And that's really what this night was about, was to activate you, what's happening, activate you with the photos, and then bring it together in real life. So I'm not sure what time it is. Oh, amazing. Okay. So anything else that you want to say about the mastermind, what we're building, who it's for?
I think that I just keep hearing tonight, like, okay, now that I've built this thing, I need more. Like, okay, I've been successful. I did the thing. I
Got the
checked it off
certifications.
exactly like what I felt. I'm like, okay, well, I did all the things, but like, it wasn't enough. So like, what is enough? The money, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's a
But like, it
byproduct.
isn't enough. Like the checking off all the boxes, that isn't enough. Like you want purpose. You want to leave a legacy. Like that's what you want. Like who's going to remember me when I'm gone? What's like, what am I leaving here?
What's the story you're here
What's
to
the
tell?
story? And like that's what we're building. Like be selfish. Like make this thing that you can look back on and be like, I did that. And like show it to other people because the amount of people that come into my DMs on Instagram every single day and be like, you make me so brave. Or people like come out to me online or they're like, I've never told anyone this, but I'm leaving my abusive person or I'm doing this. And I have no idea who they are. They're like, I heard you and I knew I needed that push. And like when I was going through all of that, people's stories, I was like ravenous for it. I was like, I gotta find more stories of like somebody who went through what I went through and they didn't die. Like,
and it turned out better.
It turned out better.
It turned out better.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to just be like a phoenix rising from the ashes and like struggling again. Like, I want to be like that mythical creature, the Hydra. Like, you chop off one head, I got 3 heads. Like, I'm growing. Like, I'm getting better after every adversity.
Yes.
But until you like share your story and you build that legacy and you build that movement, nobody can learn from you if you're not brave enough to share it. And so people are like, oh, I'm selfish to like be standing out. No, it's selfish to not.
It's 100% selfish to not.
Like people need your stories. Like the future women need your stories. The past, like there's people past in my generations who are like, hey, because you said this, now I'm brave. Like people who are way older than me. And I'm like, oh, really? Like I didn't know. But what if I never said anything? I would still be hoeing turnips on my little farm, miserable.
Oh, I love you.
I never grew turnips.
So good.
I don't know.
It reminds me of something I heard lately. You just said that about, I was on Lewis Howe's podcast and the guy he was interviewing was saying something about like to test where your money mindset is. And he said, if you were to pick a number in the next year that would cover everything you need, don't be selfish, but pick a number that you would need in the next year for like to make. And he was actually good at the game because he understood it, but he was like hum and hawed, and the guy was like, don't be greedy, just pick the number. And so he picked 20 million. He's like, 20 million would cover it for Lewis. It was like my life, whatever, and enough for me to give to others. And that was the catch, is like whatever number comes to mind for you, is that enough to really do the work that you want to do in the world? Is that really enough to give to the people you want to give to, whether that's your family, the charities, whatever? And so I think that's part of the energy of this that we're creating. It's like, it is time for women to take up space, and especially in your families. That's been a theme tonight we've heard. It's like, is it okay for me to take the time in my family? And it's interesting because I have always kind of been the star of my show in my family because I was like, I have to do this for my daughter.
Yeah.
Like, that is why I'm here. If I don't do this, I had a... Old Jackie worked at a grocery store. If I didn't do this, she would have not been messaging me yesterday being like, I want your life when I'm older, Mom. And so that's, I think, really the heart of this. It's like more women like us need to take up more space, spend more money on ourselves, and be selfish and be seen and heard for the magical work that we're doing. And like, I think that's the heart of really what we're here to do, is make sure your message is heard and that you're seen, and having a ton of fun while doing it.
And making sure the right people hear it.
Yes.
Because I definitely went through that at the beginning of my business where I was sharing and being vulnerable, and a lot of people were coming to me, but they were also like in the shit. They couldn't pay me. They couldn't, I
Yeah.
couldn't help them because they were like, they needed a therapist. They needed
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
not me. And I was like, I don't know. Like, so like my heart was in the right place, but my messaging was off. So I couldn't help anybody. And like that's what's like you got to be specific. We got to get like to the who are we actually talking to? Are we calling in clients who can pay us? Are we calling in clients who like also lift us up? Like I love working with people who are like way farther ahead than me. I'm like, whoa, you made how many millions of dollars? I'm
Yeah.
like, sweet, let's
Let's
go,
go.
girl. Right? Like
Yeah.
instead of like people who are like, oh, can I get a discount? Like when you can shift that, it's like the world opens up hugely. And then those people who are like not further down than you, but they
Struggling.
rise up instead
Yeah.
of staying in that spot.
Yeah. And more women that make that kind of money, we can
Yeah,
help the women that aren't there yet. They can help the
absolutely.
Jackie that was working at a grocery store. Like I
Exactly.
remember working at a grocery store and working in a coffee shop and thinking, I wish someone would walk through the door and just offer me an opportunity because I can make it happen. And it wasn't until I mean, I would just obsessively listen to podcasts when I wasn't working. And then one day I was like, I gotta create it.
Yeah.
I have to create what I wish existed. And this is one of those things. It's like tapping has always been my thing, but tapping's been my thing because it's emotional freedom for women. And
Yeah.
now it's always been about visibility. And I always have said, I want the world to know your name. I want the world to know your name and what you do. So that's what we're building. And you guys are part of the launch party. So thank you for being here for
Yeah.
it.
Very excited. Very
Uh,
excited.
yeah, I feel like to wrap this up tonight, I just want to say thank you. You know, thank you guys for coming. And this was a vision. One of my make it happen goals this year was to do in person events. And I've wanted to do a really big one, but it seemed really intimidating to me because it's like, well, everyone's like, those cost a lot of money and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I just really want to see my people in real life because I know all of you guys online, but I want to bring together people together in real life. And so thank you for being here and getting in the room and letting us capture your magic. And, I guess my next level self, we talked about this last night at dinner, and I would like to leave you with this is you a year from now, who is she? And tell us a story about her. Maybe this is a journal prompt for you, but also as you get to know each other, seeing it for each other. Because last night, what did you say? I asked you, I was like, where do you see yourself a year from now? And instead, you were like,
I was like, let's do it for each other. Because I want to see, like, I want to hear what you see for me and opposite. And that was really cool. Because I'm like, it's a, it's fun to like, oh, I wish this. But like when somebody else is like, no, I think you can do this. Like, I can see you doing this. It's like,
it's happening.
yeah.
Yeah, and so I think for me, I don't know what's happening right now. Something big is happening, and I don't really know what it is, but I'm having fun with it. And I just thank you guys for being a part of it, for coming and sharing your voice, and sharing the podcast, like sharing, this message out. All of you are listening. If someone's story tonight, touched you, felt like it was for you, if you could share it with a friend, share it to your stories, that would mean the world to me, and reach out to the amazing women that were here.